Ashworth Jack declines the invitation to join Tobago's team on self-government. A promise from the Minister of Transport to discuss the Eastern Caribbean Ferry Service, and the THA holds talks with protesting fishermen.
Info Update, bringing you the latest news, views and reviews,
along with responses,
comments and events
affecting you.
Brought to you by the Information Division of the Tobago House of Assembly.
The political leader of the TOP will not be part of this island's team holding talks with the central government. The group, known as the Forum of Political Leaders, will start discussions on the issue of autonomy with the Kamla Persad-Bissessar Committee, but they'll have to go it alone. Omadara Mills tells us why.
Last week, the Chief Secretary Orville London again reached out to Ashworth Jack, asking him to join the Tobago contingent. Mr. London feels if all the political parties on the island are involved, this would strengthen the case for self-government. But the TOP leader declined the invitation.
How can you, as leader of the Tobago Organization of the People, you are invited to join Tobago to talk to central government, and you are making the choice to turn your back on Tobago and the Tobago team to be not a member, an advisor to the central government.
Mr. Jack attended the first meeting of the forum but never participated in any other. He and another Tobagonian, attorney Christo Gift, will act as advisors to the central government. They were appointed by the Prime Minister following her agreement to establish a committee to speak to the forum on the issue of autonomy for Tobago. The Chief Secretary believes Mr. Jack has diminished his position by accepting the consultancy post.
I'm going to be appealing to the Prime Minister, urging her, in the interest of the process and the people of Tobago, to withdraw the offer to have Mr. Jack demoted to the position of advisor and allow him to take his rightful place as the representative of a significant proportion of the people of Tobago.
Mr. London says he plans to write to the Prime Minister on this issue before their first meeting takes place. I'm Omadara Mills for Info Update.
And the Minister of Transport, Stephen Cadiz, has responded to the Chief Secretary on the matter of the Eastern Caribbean Ferry Service. Mr. London criticized the decision to use the fast ferry service in Tobago for that new route. Then he asked for a meeting with the Minister, who has since responded. Caroline Wallace reports.
Mr. London has been invited to a meeting on Friday, February 20th, but he hopes the discussions are not window dressing.
What is troubling is that I understand, I'm subject to correction, but that the Minister is continuing discussions with his Grenadian counterpart. And therefore, I am wondering, and I'm hoping it doesn't happen, that I am not faced with a fait accompli when he comes to meet us.
The government proposes to use the two fast ferries during so-called off-peak times for the Eastern Caribbean route. But Mr. London says this will not work. As he sees it, the priority is to first improve the Tobago service.
Even under the present circumstances, the predictability of the sea bridge is not guaranteed. And again, I consider it to be highly insensitive, highly irresponsible, in fact, close to being reckless. Because once you get involved in the Grenada situation, you are making a firm commitment.
The Chief Secretary is appealing to the Transport Minister not to finalize any deal until he speaks to the Tobago House of Assembly. I'm Caroline Wallace for Info Update.
A meeting between the fishermen and the THA took place earlier today. The BHP Billiton issue and the Plymouth jetty were expected to be on the agenda. Speaking ahead of that meeting, the Chief Secretary says it was always the Assembly's intention to continue discussions with the fishermen. On Tuesday, a group of fisherfolk demonstrated outside Mr. London's office, complaining about the global oil company's presence in Tobago's waters. They say their livelihood would be affected. Mr. London says he is listening and they'll get a chance to speak with the THA. That's it from all of us at the Department of Information. I'm Davia Chambers and you've been listening to Info Update.